is confusing.
For posterity.
For posterity, and me watching myself later, maybe.
Really ominous.
Yeah.
Cool. So, just to formally introduce myself to anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Mark. I use he or them pronouns, and I run Brindlewood Bay a whole bunch, and I think it's really fun. I think you're gonna have a good time too.
Nicole said we were in safe hands. That you were.
Yeah, I hardly ever read any of the rules, and Mark still makes games fun for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm a terrible, what do I do now? I forgot.
Brindlewood Bay. Brindlewood Bay is actually super cool because one of the things it does that a lot of games don't do is like have a specific section in it. Like if this is your first session, here's exactly what to do. So even if you've never run a game before, it's super easy to get into. Yeah, so let me talk about what the stuff we're going to need first, and then I'll tell you about the game. We've got, let me put a dice roller up too. I'll put that in the, what's the one that we use? Roll dice? Is it Dice with Friends? Roll with Me, XYZ? Yeah, that's the one. Nope, that's not it. Roll Dice with Friends. One of those. Nope. What's the one we use for that we use for the between?
Let me see.
See if
Roll with Me?
I thought it was. Oh, maybe I just don't have it on
Roll with Me.
Okay. Roll with Me, XYZ. That's the one. Yeah, I just didn't have it in dark mode, so I didn't recognize it. Cool. Let me make a dice roller here. Aha, there we go. And I'll name it 2, 16, 22.
oh,
Sweet.
if I Bluetooth my headphones, will my microphone still be on here? They're not connected.
Awesome. So I'll post the dice roller in the chat here as well.
I have headphones too.
Yeah, no rush.
Yeah.
So big. We're just hanging out.
I'm gonna see if I can connect headphones and use the computer microphone. So
Yeah, that's what I do, I think.
okay. I haven't ever tried them separately before, so if something's up, that's what I'm trying to do.
That way it doesn't like echo on mine, but I don't know.
I see. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Well, let me make sure I have materials for you to look over if you don't already. Cool. So I pasted the link to the dice roller in chat as well. So you can just hop on that link and join the chat room and you'll all be all good.
Oops, I'm in the wrong one. I'm in the one for us on Fridays. I was like, why is Peter in here?
That's hilarious.
There we go. I'm in the right one now.
Cool. And
yeah, Slack open.
Oh, I do. And cool. So you should. Nope, that's the Zoom link. Why? Don't hit that link. That'll try that one.
Zoom within Zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. And a boom, boom. Cool. So that is an overview reference. Hopefully you won't need it, and you can rely on me to help you along.
So a map of what Mark has sent us. Accidentally the Zoom link. Don't click that one. The spreadsheet is a spreadsheet where our characters will live. Roll with me is where we will roll dice, and then the Dropbox is where the rules for the game are.
Yeah.
Do
Or
we
a
all
summary.
contribute to the same Google sheet, or do we each make a copy, like make a copy and do separate? Right? We're not all contributing to the same sheet.
And
That's what I
I'll show you how to do
thought.
that when we're
Each
creating
to same.
characters. Yeah. So everyone's going to work in the same Google Doc, and I'll show you how this stuff
Okay,
works
gotcha.
as we go. Cool. When we start a new game, we like to do a thing called CATS. It's concept, aim, tone, and subject matter. For the concept, Brindlewood Bay, it's a role-playing game about a group of elderly women, members of the local Murder Mavens Mystery Book Club, who frequently find themselves investigating and solving real-life murder mysteries. They become increasingly aware that there are supernatural forces that connect the cases they're working on, and in particular, a cult dedicated to the dark, monstrous aspect of the goddess Persephone will come to vex them. The game is directly inspired by the TV show Murder, She Wrote, but takes inspiration also from the works of H.P. Lovecraft, other cozy crime dramas, and American TV shows from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Aim. Today, we're going to begin by creating characters. After we create characters, we'll introduce them and populate the little cozy place section of our character sheet. We'll get to that. After that, we'll take a short break if we want, and do a beginning of session where we have a couple little scenes to ease you in. After that, we'll do regular play, and at the end, we'll do a little debrief. And if we do more of these, you'll probably get more mysteries. The tone of this game bounces between the cozy and the creepy. Most of the time it will be fairly lighthearted, but occasionally it will get very dark and menacing. Some kitschy, campy humor is permissible here and very much in keeping with some of the game's inspirations, but above all, your characters should take everything they do very seriously, even if we're having fun with all the stuff. And subject matter. The subject matter may occasionally get dark and challenging, especially when the dark cult rears its head, which we probably won't see in the session. In order to ensure no one's fun is ruined by triggering subject matter, we're going to be using some safety tools. So if you look at the Google Sheet, there is a tab at the bottom called Safety. Basically, so safety tools we'll be using are X card. Basically, if you just like do an X or say X card, or you can just like stop, we'll stop what we're doing, and if we need to roll stuff back, we will. To kind of expand on that, we also use something called script change. Basically means is you can pause the action anytime. You can rewind something that was not okay with you. You can fast forward through some stuff that maybe you don't want to see. Or we can even like replay something that it was especially cool. And the last one we'll be using is called Lines and Veils. I see someone is already
I don't want any animals hurt.
No animals. Basically,
animals are immortal in this game from now on.
Lines.
I gotcha.
Lines are basically things that do not exist in our game universe at all. So like sexual assault. That doesn't exist in this world at all. We will not be seeing any of that or talking about it. Veils are stuff we don't want to see on screen, but that might exist. So torture, we'll put as a veil. That is basically if there is a scene where there is, so someone checks sexual content, we will acknowledge that that is happening or about to happen, and we will fade to black or move away. There's also an ask first column. So if there might be something that you're not sure about, like bullying or body horror or anything else, if someone wants to introduce that concept or that content and it's on the ask first, we will ask first. And then there's also interest in cannibalism. There's the interested column. If there's something you totally want to see in the game, no guarantees, but it will be noted.
Got it.
And of course,
I just finished Yellow Jackets. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, the more severe ones clearly override the less severe ones. So if there's a line, there's a line.
One more time, what was the difference between veil and ask first?
Veil means that it's a thing that's in the world, but we're never going to see it on screen. So if there's torture, we will acknowledge that someone is being tortured or has been tortured, but we're not going to see that happening on screen.
Okay, gotcha.
Ask first is like we just want to like check in with everyone to make sure like, oh, there's body horror. We're going to describe some stuff with stuff growing out of someone's chest. Is that cool with everyone? Great. And then we do that. Or if not, we don't do it.
Thank you for clearing that.
Yeah, of course.
A little bit of feedback on your mic.
On
At
me?
least on my end. Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I don't have any anything. I have a really cheap laptop.
It's
But
okay. It's not that bad.
I'll stand closer to it if that helps. Or type it.
My mic's really close to her too, so.
Oh yeah, we're definitely
there we
getting a lot
are.
I hear it. All right, I'm gonna go downstairs.
No,
of feedback.
Infinite Zach.
is that better?
A little bit, kind of.
That's so soft.
Is it better or same?
Sounds better, I think.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go downstairs if. No, this is a Lincoln log. Ouch. And they're square now. Look, they're pointy. Yeah.
How is that a
these are
log?
the Walmart. These are the Walmart Lincoln cubes, but
Mark, you look so serious. How is that a log?
I have a hard line with Lincoln Logs.
Whoa, what's up with? I don't know this about you. What is
are
up
you
with
pro
Lincoln
or?
Logs?
I mean, I loved Lincoln Logs as a kid, but they haven't carried forth, but they should be round.
Oh my God, here we go.
And also, if you're going to use mortar,
My
chocolate frosting is not the best thing to use. It turns out it will stain them forever. Here.
You made a house of chocolate frosting and Lincoln Logs as a kid?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Did not last long.
We're not supervised very much.
No. Cool. So if there's anything else we want to, oh, and also you can add whatever you want to the lines and veils list. So if there's something
Yeah.
that's not on here that you don't want
Ooh.
to see or really do want to see, go ahead and add it. This is not the final list, of course.
Oh yeah,
You can
I'm gonna add
always
tooth
add stuff as we go
stuff.
along.
I didn't scroll down. I didn't know there was more.
Yeah, there's more. We'll fade out on tooth stuff. Just
Mm.
to any, just for some reason teeth.
Yeah.
Ugh,
And
it's like pulling them out and stuff.
Yeah. We'll do our best not to do that. Cool. So far we have as lines harm to children, harm to pet or domestic animals, harm to wild animals, homophobia, transphobia, racism, sexism, sexual assault, sexual violence, and slavery. For veils, we have childhood abandonment, eye injuries, sexual content, suicide, torture, tooth stuff, and clowns. Cool.
Oh yeah,
And
thank you, Caitlin.
everyone's
You're
interested
welcome.
in cannibalism. So that's cool. Great. Let's make some characters.
And then there's
Um,
also X card. Like if at any point,
Yeah.
if you're like getting overwhelmed by, it shouldn't go there. This game is relatively tame, but like at any point in any game, you can always do an X and no questions asked. We'll pause things.
Yeah.
It could even just be, I have to go to the bathroom.
And oh yeah, and the last most important one is the door is always open. If you need to peace out for any reason or take a break, if you want to take a break and we haven't done so in a while because the GM is focused on 20 other things, just say that you want a break. And we'll take
I
a
will
break.
often just walk away.
Yeah, if you need to like for whatever reason leave, that's cool. You are always more important than a game. Cool. Let's make some characters. For ease, let's just go in alphabetical order. Caitlin will be the first one. Nicole will
Oh,
be the
poor Zach.
second one. Zach will be the last one. This new
Back to
version of the
elementary
character
school.
keeper is super cool because it actually walks you through all the stuff. So
Sorry.
everyone, you can either pick a name or make up a name there. So first of all, put your name and pronouns in the top square there, the orange one. So the first one will be Nicole, or Caitlin, then Nicole, and Zach.
Okay, I'll be second. We're at Mavens.
Yeah,
Sorry, Echo
Mavens.
needed
Oh, sorry,
to
yeah.
explain what schools are to me really
That's
quickly.
in the Mavens tab at the bottom, the fifth tab, it looks like.
Mavens tab. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm the purple.
And you can either choose a character name from the list or make up whatever you like. The names there are just for flavor and so you don't have to decide.
Caitlin, last time I
yourself.
played, I was Inez Paisley.
Oh no, that's
Oh, yeah.
great grandma.
He was a bad bitch. Yeah. It was great. Morning, Billy.
And if you ever get lost, you can just follow the prompts in the yellow.
I love this. This makes me so happy.
It's nice because it's like, yeah, you can just do random if you want. Yeah, they're very satisfying character keepers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark, how far are we going? I was not being a good listener.
Just up to the character name. Zach, are you able to get into the spreadsheet okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll make sure we didn't totally lose you.
Yeah, Zach will be the third column, the pink
Yeah,
one.
so you'll be up top here.
Ooh, Rosemary. That's a good name, Caitlin.
Giver.
And after you've chosen your name, you can pick a style. They may or may not be self-explanatory, depending on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to look up some of these.
Yeah, or just ask, or
You
if you
can
just want to
also,
decide what it
interpret.
is and tell us what it is, that's cool too.
I need visual. What is up and pumps? That's
Yeah,
the one
last
with my
time I had office hours and I made it that I was like an academic. So you can make up and pumps whatever you want it to mean.
But what was the intention originally?
I think probably just like dressed up, skirts and heels, however that is interpreted for you.
But we're
Yeah, there's no
They're
wrong
elder-
way to do this.
Yeah.
we're elderly women, so I'm leaning towards up and pumps. With my
Nice.
arthritis, like, is it a sensible heel? That's what I need to know because my ankle. Actually,
Yeah, it could be.
okay, I know I got this.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna be speed walking.
Oh, nice. Got a mall walker.
Can I do a combination?
You can do whatever you like, but it's
Never mind.
easier just to do one. All the
I'm doing
cardigans,
cardigans,
yeah.
but I still
Oh,
want to. I
God.
still want to wear heels though.
Yeah,
is
you
where
can
I'm
describe
going with
yourself
this.
however you
Yeah.
are. That's great.
All right,
Cardigans
cool.
and heels is
But
awesome.
Cardigans and
That's
heels.
the one that describes how I'm feeling the most.
Make sure you get
I
the
wear
pronouns for them
tracksuits.
in there too. Up in F4 there, get your pronouns.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Like all the ones I haven't filled out are yellow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
Okay.
next one to fill out is yellow. Yeah.
Well, that leads me through. That's really sweet.
Yeah, so it'll definitely like walk you through step by step to get all the things in there. I think you need to put your pronouns in for the character to make it advance.
For
Yeah,
me?
Caitlin Rosemary
yeah.
needs pronouns. Yeah. Ooh, Ruth loves knitting. Very sweet.
Cool. So everyone's going to pick a cozy activity. No one can have the same one. That list is a good list, or if there's something you really want to do, you can pick something else. Yeah.
Nice,
Amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
I gotta get rid of my road coat collection somehow.
Cool. So the 5 main abilities here that you'll be using. Vitality is anything physical. Composure is something that you need to keep yourself together to do. So like we had someone in the between game going through sewage trying to find stuff, and we had them roll with composure for that. Reason is using your brain. Presence is how like personally powerful you are, basically charisma, like actual charisma, not D&D charisma. And sensitivity is sensitivity to supernatural stuff. So basically you pick one of those and add 1 point.
Oh, oops. I'm gonna be really strong.
I
I think I've fucked up my numbers.
think you're good. 1110 -1.
1110.
Yeah.
We just add 1 to one of them.
Yeah. think Nicole did a negative one there.
I don't want that.
No, I probably don't want that.
I want vitality to be high.
Cool. Throw a 1 on it.
Can I move them? Or are they supposed to add up to something? Oh, it fixes itself. Never mind. It's me proof. It's okay.
Ooh, Ruth is sensitive. Yeah.
I knew you were gonna pick that.
Ruth is
No,
the spooky
and
bitch.
sensitive is not like, it's like you can tell ghosts and stuff.
Like psychic
Yeah,
sensitive.
Zach loves that.
Psychic, yes. Rude, yes.
Cool. So here's a fun part. Next, you're going to pick a Maven move. You may want to look, there's a file in the Dropbox I sent that has all the Maven moves in one place. This is basically the special thing that you can do for your character. And they're not all like listed, that it's hard to see them at a glance here. You can pick one that looks interesting and just go with it, or take a look at that sheet which lists them all. But basically this is like the special thing that your Maven gets to do. What do we have last time? We had
Remington Steele was like disguise. I think I had Columbo, which was meant I like messed with society people. There's a lot of fun ones.
yeah, there's ones that like let you talk to like the smoking man or have dreams about stuff, or get the rock what files? Rockford
Oh,
files.
That
Let
was
you get voice messages at the beginning of every session. They like give you something cool to do
that was cool.
or dumb, depending on how the keeper is doing.
I stole a lot of bikes because my answering machine told me to.
And after you pick your Maven move, that's the last thing to create your character with. And then you'll be all done. And I'll talk a little bit about how the game works. Yeah.
Oh, one of them you get a cat. I forgot. That was great.
Got Night
Hold on,
Rider
sorry, I
going
can't
on.
read as fast. Got 5 more to read real quick. I'm
Oh, I'm not done reading either. You got plenty of time.
making notes.
Yeah, no
I'm
rush.
taking this very seriously.
Oh, there we are. Cult Sievers. That's what I want. Unless someone's taking it. I'm a sporty gal. Nice. Ruth has a mode
Yeah.
of transportation.
Got a talking car.
I know.
Ooh, that's cool.
Okay, which one did Nicole pick?
I took this parkour move that was just like anytime I try to like do something physical, I can like do it really well.
I looked at that one.
I figured
I like
Billy's
cat-
Billy's
I like
really
cat.
sporty. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
and if you
cat
have
one is really cool.
if you have any questions about like what a rules thing in those means, just ask and I'll hook you up.
I'm torn between 2.
You can add more later too.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
really want a cat, but I don't want to commit to naming it. But I want to take it seriously. But
Change your mind.
We can do a random name.
Ooh, MacGyver's fun.
Oh, that one is good.
I want to have disguise.
Oh, MacGyver's so fun. Yes, it's such a good move.
Okay, I want a cat.
Awesome.
Nice.
You got the elf move, yeah. Cool. So why don't we just go around and introduce our characters, and then we'll do the cozy play stuff. So Caitlin, go ahead. And when you introduce your character name, so everyone has a deceased partner. They may or may not have children and or pets, and they will have a career that they did before they came to retire at Brindlewood. So Caitlin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about Rosemary?
Can I have like 5 or can I have some time to think? Can I
Yeah,
be skipped
Yeah,
for a
I
second?
could go first. I
Yeah, go
model
for
it.
it.
if you
And one
want.
more time, repeat the categories.
yeah. Tell
I
us
put
about
them
your.
in the chat for you.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
your
I was
deceased
just like,
partner,
I just
children,
need-
if any, and then your career before you retired.
Yeah. I could model it and show you
Yeah.
how low the bar is.
Yes, I would appreciate
for it.
that. Thank you.
Hi, my character's name is Billy. Billy is a she, her pronouns, and Billy's style is speed walking. Billy's cozy activity is doing a triathlon, an entire one, I guess, or training for triathlon.
Yeah.
And Billy, let's see. Yeah, Billy used to be a high school PE teacher. Before being a high school PE teacher, was an Olympic athlete, but most was injured and then was a high school PE teacher. Billy has no children because the high school children were enough. There's plenty of children for her. And her deceased partner, and we'll learn more about Billy as we go, like some of these moves, we'll learn more about her background. But her deceased partner was Marigold, who was the librarian at the high school.
Nice.
So who has passed since. I'll put these in my notes so that I remember what I just said. And there's notes at the bottom.
Yeah, there's a little note section down way at the bottom. Cool. Caitlin and or Zach.
I'm almost there. I'm getting close.
You get to make up more stuff as you go too, so
Yeah.
you don't have to have it all figured out.
Yes. Just need an idea for a background. Like, my imagination is not very good because Nicole made up all the games.
Yeah, you're good.
Nicole, tell me who I am.
Okay.
I just need help with my background.
Tell me
So
what you know. Tell me what you know about Rosemary, and
Here's what I got about Rosemary.
I'll give you
and then
some. I'll give you some choices.
I need an assist. Thank you. I'm great at multiple choice.
Yeah, I'll give you multiple choice you can choose from.
All right. Appreciate
You
it.
got it.
So my name is Rosemary. I go by she, her pronouns. My style is all the cardigans because it's always a little chilly in the room. My lovely deceased partner, his name was Earl. We had 2 lovely kids together. I don't remember their names. Actually, no, we just had several dogs. Fatso 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My hobby is taxidermy, but I'm trying to figure out how I got to taxidermy as a hobby. So I was like, maybe a veterinarian who likes to recycle and doesn't want to waste anything. I need to how
Or
I
it
got
could
to
just be like
taxidermy.
something you picked up when you moved here, where you're like, oh, I don't have anything else to do. Oh, that looks fun.
That's true. Between Earl's passing and retirement, there's not really much else to do except appreciate nature.
Yeah, maybe did you or maybe you were like a wilderness guide or a biologist
a park
or
ranger.
a teacher, a park ranger. Veterinarian's also fun. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of going for like morbid, but
Yeah.
You bumped up your presence, right? So did you have a job that where you had to like talk, like were you a salesperson or a motivational speaker or a teacher or a nurse or like a field guide,
a people person.
a people person.
I mean, I'm just a flirt.
Yeah.
Rosemary's been lonely. I think Rosemary's
a flirt.
Yeah.
She's very charming and she's got the ability to, oh no, I was gonna do the
Or maybe she
one.
was a receptionist at an office, so she could like talk to everybody. My knowledge of customer service jobs is limited. I avoid them.
Mine, I had terrible presence. Okay. I don't know.
Maybe she like was in retail and owned her own like boutique store.
And a lot of cardigans.
All the cardigans.
Oh, that's true. Okay, you're right. That is where my
Or like a consignment store.
Oh yeah.
That?
It's very cozy.
And you can always pick one, and if you decide that you don't like it when we start, or I think you'd be like, you know what, I had a better idea. Let's do this instead. So it's not etched in stone.
That's true. No, I think I knew I do have retail experience, and the most cutthroat people in the world were the ones who have been there the longest. So I think that's how I got my charm and my killer instinct, because those sales ladies they'll cut you, but they're so charming. So
Cool.
that sounds good. Sounds like
That's
a
perfect.
Sweet.
worth it.
Zach, tell us about Ruth.
All right, so my name is Ruth. Her style is Martha's Vineyard, and she likes to sit down at night and knit as a way to pass her evening away. She used to be a camp counselor in charge of arts and crafts, so she likes to make things with hands.
Like I ever makes sense.
Her deceased partner's name was Theo, and they didn't have any kids.
Nice. Cool. So then the next part is we'll go in the same order, and we will pick cozy for items for your cozy little place. And what basically this is, these are items that mean something or are related to your cozy activity in some way. And if you can incorporate one into a thing that you're doing, you can, I think, roll with advantage. So you'll be rolling 3 dice instead of 2 and taking the top ones. But they're also just like nice little character things.
Are we doing these for each other, or are we doing
Yeah.
them for ourselves?
Yeah, so I'll pick one for, let's start with Nicole. So I'll pick one for Nicole, and then
Okay.
Caitlin and Zach will also pick one. So everyone will wind up with 3.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Speed walking, triathlons. I think you have a little set of hand weights.
Oh yeah, I totally do.
Tiny hand weights. Tone up with.
Yeah.
And whoever wants to add another one, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I should put this in. Oh, you put it in. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice.
Mom would do. I took inspiration.
Oh, I
iPod
love
shuffle.
it.
I took inspiration from
Did you
mom.
put the iPod shuffle, Caitlin?
Yeah,
That's so great.
good with your mall walking.
Mhm. You love speed walking.
Nice. Sweatbands.
Ah,
Cool.
yes. Yes, I do. Oh
Perfect.
my gosh. For
So
every occasion.
it looks like Rosemary gets a cat from her Maven move already, which she can name at her convenience. Ginger, great. Yeah, if you want to just add one, go ahead and say what it is and throw it in.
Oh, what does Rosemary need?
Yeah.
Taxidermy, retail, cardigans. Google. Oh,
Hmm.
Rosemary has like a brooch with a hidden compartment. So like a big gaudy brooch, but you can keep shit in there.
Nice. What else?
Just googly eyes. Oh, for taxidermy. I didn't connect that.
Yep. You carry around an actual pocket calculator.
Retail.
Yeah.
Cool. And let's do Ruth.
Oh, no, it's a pocket. All right.
What does Ruth
Um,
need?
Martha's Vineyard. Zach, can you tell us a little bit about
What
what
does-
Martha's Vineyard means to you, for Ruth?
I don't really know that one. I'm just gonna pick one.
Well, whatever it is good.
Does that mean fancy?
I took it
Yeah,
to mean
yeah,
like
yeah.
Northeast Coast, like
Like
in
preppy?
the Hamptons.
I
Mhm.
Googled it and it's just pictures of the Obamas. Just
I was gonna say I like these Little Housewives of New York on summer vacation.
So you're a fancy lady.
yeah. So Ruth's our fancy one. All right.
Mm,
And is really good with ghosts.
and she carries around a compass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was a camp counselor. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, I know. You have a country club membership card. Whatever you want that to mean.
What's the name of the
Get
country
it.
club?
Oh, yes. It is Orleans. So you can get us in.
Oh, I didn't notice there's this is new. There's a diary at the bottom where you can put in the information about your deceased partner and your children or pets, what you were before, or anything else you want. That's cool.
Oh, oops. I put mine in my notes.
You can do it wherever. I just noticed that was there. Nice. Shoe sole inserts. Cool.
Did you long distance?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool. If you would like to add an image, you can go ahead and do that at the bottom. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm going to check off the, or if you put an image in there, it will turn the tutorial off, or you can check the tutorial off button. Cool. And while you're poking at that, let me just sort of go over generally how the game goes, and then we'll learn as we go. So basically, I'm going to give you a mystery, a murder to solve. The murders don't have a preset conclusion. They don't have a preset murderer or anything like that. What you're going to do is get a bunch of clues by investigating. So talking to people, searching for stuff, doing research at the library, however you want to do it, beating someone up if you're Billy. However you
Whoa.
do it, you'll be rolling 2 dice, and we're always going to be rolling 2 dice pretty much. And you will add a attribute to it depending on how you're doing it. So if I don't know, if Billy is doing research at the library, going through the microfiche or whatever, that seems like a reason roll. So she would roll 2 dice and add her reason, which is 1. And then if it is 7 to 9, the result, you did it, but there's going to be a complication. If it's 9 or higher, or 10 or higher, you did it, awesome. And if it's a 6 or lower, something bad happens. There's also a couple generic ish rolls you'll do. There's a day move and a night move. Then they're basically the same. When you want to do something that might be challenging or have an interesting outcome, we'll roll plus the pertinent attribute. During the day, it's a little bit safer. During the night, really bad things could happen because bad things happen at night, right? And I'll walk us through the first time that comes up. And then the main goal for the session is to solve the mystery. And the mystery will have a rating. I think if we're going to do just this one, we'll set it at 4. So basically, you'll roll plus the number of clues you've got minus that rating, so -4. So if you get 4 clues, that'll give you an even chance if you want to be riskier. And basically, you theorize about who you think the murderer is, what the situation is, how they did it, why they did it, using all the clues that you found so far, which might be kind of all over the place. So that's where you get to be like creative and do your murder board with the lines and post-its. If you do good, you solve the murder and catch them. If you do bad things could happen. And I'll walk us through that when that comes up. Yeah, we can talk about the other stuff as it comes up. Any
What
questions?
was rolling a 7 to 9 against? They said 10 is good, 6 is bad. What was the middle?
Yeah, 7 and
number?
9 is you do it, but there's a complication or some
Okay.
something else happens.
Gotcha. I should have got a notebook.
I couldn't figure out how to get the URL to work, so I just copied my picture
Nice.
and I hope I didn't break anything.
When I'm at
Hey,
my
you
own
should-
place, I'm pulling off the whiteboard. I got whiteboard, I got tape. I'm at Zach's place, so the supplies are limited, but when I get back, we got some string. We took our murder mystery for Valentine's Day very seriously. We had a timeline. I got one of those boxed ones, the pre-made ones.
Oh, nice.
We had evidence. We had means, motive, opportunity. Like we really were serious. So I'm more paper. I'm ready.
Cool. The last thing we need to do before we start is pick your end of session targets or end of session questions. So everyone has the same. It's in the middle section here, the end of session section. Let's see if I can highlight this stuff. Basically, everyone has one that's always going to be the same. Did you solve a mystery? There are 2 drop downs underneath where you can pick a number of questions. It's okay if people have the same questions. Basically, they're the things that you would like to do during the game. And if you do them, you get experience points, and points are good. When you get 5 experience, you get to pick new stuff. So yeah, go ahead and pick 2 questions off of those lists.
Caitlin's is a flirt.
Sorry, which tab was this under?
This is under the Mavens tab, under the characters, and it's rows 16.
Oh, back
through
up.
20.
Okay, let's go back up.
Yeah, it's end of session.
End of session.
Thank you.
Ooh, I'm gonna share my wisdom with a young person and show people I still got it.
Yeah, you do. Speed walking.
Speed walking. Ruth is gonna undermine the authorities.
That one's always fun.
It's very fun.
Cool. Doting, behaving like a woman half your age.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Rosemary's feeling flirty.
It's typical
Cool.
Rosemary behavior.
Yeah, she's gonna use her charisma.
Sweet. So the way we start off every game is by having a short vignette. You'll describe your Maven enjoying her life in Brindlewood Bay. Just sort of like a short scene, and it doesn't have to be, it can be like 30 seconds or whatever. Just sort of describing what their like normal day is like, show them enjoying the stuff they like to do, anything at all. And let's start off with Nicole, since
Yeah. Billy's favorite route is like to zoom around the duck pond at the like local apartment complex. And so Billy is up like crack of dawn, going ahead, disturbing all, like just speed walking around, making sure all the geese kind of fly away. Enjoying life, but also kind of checking things out early morning. Little bit snooping, little bit getting those steps in.
Nice. Zach, what does Ruth's normal day look like?
So Ruth is always making little trinkets for everybody around Brindlewood and dropping them off at their rooms while kind of snooping to see what's going on in everybody's room every morning.
Nice.
Snoops.
And how about Rosemary? What does she do on a day?
All right. So every morning, Rosemary drinks her tea and has some breakfast outside, watching the birds. everyone knows about Rosemary's hobby, so she goes on bird walks. Sometimes she runs into Billy doing her laps, but she's mostly just looking for fresh kills, something that died the night before. But she's always got her binoculars with her because she's looking for birds, looking up in the trees, just enjoying the outside. But with those binoculars, sometimes she has been known to, look into people's windows,
Just a
and
bunch of
she's always looking in the
snoops.
trash for any bones or anything like that. So she's got a habit of going through people's trash and peeping in their windows with her binoculars. But other than that, it's pretty.
What's the last kill she found?
A skunk.
Nice. Cool. I'm just managing a row or two here. Cool. On point. Cool. There's that. Just moving some stuff around here to make it easier to find.
Thanks for leading us through this, Mark.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate the work you're doing.
I appreciate
And-
it. And sorry.
No,
Yeah.
and every time I'm about to ask for help, I also appreciate you in the future.
Well, I keep zoning out, so I appreciate having. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Mark.
okay. Sometimes I don't listen, and then I'm like, "Could you just explain everything that just
Yeah, I
happened?"
feel like I'm
It's a pandemic. I don't have a brain anymore.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Yeah. So, just
Um,
sometimes I need some repeating. I appreciate it.
Cool.
It's all
So if everyone's ready, we'll do the first mystery. Good to go.
Yeah.
Anyone need to take a break for water or getting rid of water or anything else? Cool.
I'm here. I'm just sipping away from the screen because I don't want to be gross.
Awesome. Cool. This mystery is called Dad Overboard. It's going to be complexity 4, so we might get through it today. You all, so you're all part of this book club, the Murder Mavens Mystery Book Club, and you have a weekly meeting that you meet at the top floor of the Candlelight Booksellers. What day do you usually meet?
Tuesday, sensible.
Yeah.
Early in the week. Something to
Yeah,
look forward to.
Rosemary has a date the other night. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say Thursdays through Sundays on books and bingos on Thursdays.
Cool. And I'm going to ask a question. This is a painting the scene, and each of you can answer. As the camera pans around the loft where you hold your murder mavens meetings, what do we see that shows that you have personalized this loft in the bookstore in some way?
This is in the bookstore.
Yeah,
Okay. Something.
it's kind of like,
It's like our own little
clubhouse.
nook.
Yeah.
In the
I
bookstore.
got news clippings up of all the crimes we've solved.
Nice.
Yes, yes, we
Dave.
do.
Perfect.
I feel like Billy has taped the floor so that each maven has like their own little section. like a weird school gymnasium, but not. I don't know. It's a half-formed thought. That's what we're going.
Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, y'all meet here every week and you buy books, so do your thing.
Yeah, and I think Ruth, she likes to do arts and crafts. I think she knitted us some little cozies because we got to bring some beverages in there, but we don't want to mess up the nice furniture. So we got some little hand knitted cozies and
Yeah.
posters.
Nice. Cool. As you're wrapping up your meeting for the week, you hear a heavy footstep on the stairway leading up to the loft that you know pretty well. And as you wait for him to arrive, you see the sort of the figure of Brindlewood County's chief law enforcement officer, Sheriff Wyman Dalrymple. And he takes off his hat and says, "Good. Is it evening, morning, afternoon?"
It's not too late.
Yeah.
We make it better early.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's afternoon.
Is good afternoon, ladies. I've come to ask for your help. Again, he looks kind of sheepish. Several nights ago, a wealthy financier from out of town, Albert Kraus, his body was dragged out of the bay, dead, clearly. Mr. Kraus and his family were on a yachting vacation, and their boat is anchored out about a quarter mile from shore. Everyone on the yacht says that he was probably just drunk and fell overboard. I know that's not how it goes. I'm pretty sure it was murder, but I can't turn anything up. So he sort of like puts his hat back on and fusses with it a little bit and takes it off and kind of like wears it with his hands a little bit. If you could do the police department yet another favor. We have his body being held temporarily until it can be shipped back to Boston for the funeral. If you would like to talk to his family, they're still on the yacht. Dig around, see if you can find anything. You have a great track record, so will you help with this? And one of you met one of the Kraus children actually several years ago. There's a oldest daughter, Sarah, the son, David, and a youngest daughter, Emily. Which one did you meet and what were the circumstances around that meeting? Anyone can answer.
Say Sarah. She was one of the campers at the camp that I counseled at.
Nice. Was it a fancy camp?
Fancy camp.
Yeah.
Like is it
Yeah.
like a footloose camp or
It was high end.
nice?
Camping at a luxury resort.
Cool. Do you remember the name of the camp? Not Footloose, Dirty Dancing. That's what it was.
I've never been camping. We've established this. I'm an indoor cat.
Fancy name. I need a fancy.
I don't know. I'm an indoor dog. Like, I don't do camping. Yeah, just pick a color and a plant.
Yeah. Color and plant, that's a good idea.
The blue rose.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay.
Could be a strip club, could be camp.
If anyone watches Twin Peaks, this is gonna be cool. Deep. Great. Yeah. So the sheriff is asks you. I've like no one's more frustrated than me that can't turn. I've just got a hunch, and I don't have anything to back it up. So if you could, I'll let you go ahead and do your thing. I'll get out of your hair. You know where to find me. I'm always at the sheriff's station, or y'all have my number. So give me a call.
Yeah, you're not doing your job, sheriff, because you're contracting out the guys. Of course you're always in your office.
I
We
bet
have a lot-
Rosemary and the sheriff
there's
used to
yeah.
date.
Ooh, a little bit.
He ghosted me.
Ooh.
Okay, Rosemary, right?
Doesn't really follow up on any leads, does he?
Oh,
Can't take a hint, can't find a clue, can't find something else, if you know what I mean.
Well, Oh.
And he
I'm sorry, continue.
waddles he waddles back down the stairs and leaves you to it.
No, the color
Has
the
an
color is
autopsy
great.
been conducted? Or is there not an autopsy because it was not of a suspicious nature?
There's not an autopsy because family, and we don't
That's
have
fair.
anything to pin it
Yeah.
on. So he is. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you where he is. He's not in the morgue because we're all full up right now. So I talked.
The morgue is full.
The pandemic.
It's a
Still a
small
pandemic.
morgue.
We're the murder
Yeah,
capital of the
let's make
world.
this pre-pandemic, I think.
I'm just kidding.
Make things easier.
That's a good one.
Say it's 2019.
Yeah, we're in an alternate universe with no homophobia, no sexism, racism, or
That's
cannibalism.
true.
No
And
kidding.
No
cannibal-
clowns. Yeah,
No
there is
clowns.
cannibalism though.
Um,
Lots of it.
Oh, this could get very interesting. Okay, so,
so,
he's not at
yeah,
the
he's-
morgue. So
he's
it's
not the
him.
morgue. I talked to Etienne down at the fish market, down at the wharf, and
They
he
have a big
agreed
freezer
to.
there.
Yeah. So
Fresh,
he's
because I know it's got to be shipped back, so they can keep them fresh in the freezer at the fish market, I suppose.
yeah, they want to keep him pretty, I guess.
I do know the funeral director, so if you need some, you need some fillers. I know a guy.
Rosemary knows everybody.
Cool. And he fucks off and leaves you to it. The town is your oyster. What would you like to do?
Go see the body first.
Yeah, I mean, we can't cut it open because it's illegal to desecrate a corpse, but because you're not allowed to like cut off people's heads when they're dead. But we could go look at the outside.
We just can't get caught doing it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
I
Yeah.
should have given one. Oh, do I have a pocket knife?
Oh yeah.
Does anyone have something sharp? I have a pocket calculator. I have a brute. No, that's not pointy.
Yeah. If you need a knife, you got a knife.
You could also bring a knife, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just not
The
your
stuff in
cozy
that cozy
item.
stuff is like
Okay,
just
well, I don't want
stuff
to do
that's gonna
too
help
bad
you
of a
with
job
this.
because he's got to be presentable for the family, but a little
and
people hurt
it's
if
a
we
fish
do
market,
that.
so there's probably
That's
a
true.
knife or
Well,
two
we'll have to let
around.
him thaw it a little bit because it is really hard to cut through frozen things. I got a crockpot in my car.
So yeah, the fish market is kind of a long-ish building down on. There's like a touristy area down on the pier, and it's got it's got a t-shirt shop, and it's got a little fudge factory, and it's got the fish market, and it's got one of those little stores that like sells postcards and like all random shit. When you make it down to the fish market, it doesn't take too long. Brindlewood's got a trolley. What do you see that reminds you why you love the fish market? Or alternately, what about that place makes you hate going down there?
It's all dirty down
It's dirty.
Ruth doesn't like it because it's dirty. Yeah.
there. High class.
What specifically is dirty about it?
Just fish guts laying everywhere.
Mhm.
That's
Probably smelly
true.
too.
I think Billy loves it. Is it okay if we all have different opinions about it?
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Billy loves it because Billy knows like the way to like speed, like to kind of get through really quickly. It has like good routes to like have tourists get the fuck out of her way.
Yeah, it's got like some nice like paved
Yeah.
tourist paths.
It's got some nice paths and she like is aggressive enough that the tourist kind of part. But she likes the little paths.
Nice.
Rosemary likes to people watch. Sometimes she'll just get an ice cream and sit on the bench and just watch people. And she likes to watch the street performers. And she loves that cute little magician that comes by.
I like the magician.
But she does love the people watch because there's tourists in, tourists out. There's regulars. She got to know all the shop owners. She's tired. There's not much to do. So she just goes up and down, talks to everyone, sits on the bench, and just likes the people watch. There's always something new.
Oh my
happening.
god. I love the
Nice.
picture of Rosemary.
Thank you. Thank you. I was
Very
taking that morning tea.
That's great. I love it.
She's so
That's
cute.
why. We're about to make those coasters because I always bring a beverage and I just
The fox of the town.
Great. So you make it down to the fish market. And outside the fish market is Etienne. Etienne Beauregard. He is the fishmonger and proprietor there. He's an older man. He's got a silver beard and he's got like a big beefy guy, very warm. He's also an old friend of the Krauses, which is why he's allowed the sheriff to take the body in. And he Rosemary especially knows that he kind of puts on a little show outside the fish market for tourists. Not like the fish throwing or anything, but he like, holds up a whatever a big fish is that comes out of the bay, and he like talks about it in French, and look at this le croissant, I slice it up and real good for you. Hey, you look like you like a fish, how are you doing? Sort of like not doing like a show, but like really selling it to the tourists there. And there's a crowd of probably like 20-ish people sort of pressed in, just watching him do his spiel. Y'all have seen it a million times, but it's pretty charming. And he kind of finishes up, and a couple of the tourists kind of press in to sort of ask him questions or ask if he has something specific they can, or if they ship to somewhere else or whatever.
What are the local fish here? Like, what's
Yeah.
native here?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I also love that, Mark, you were like, a big fish.
Here's a big fish. He's got a bluefish.
Oh no, I was pretending to be a tourist, Mark. You don't have to actually say the fish.
What is that?
I was
What is
being one
that?
of the
Nice one.
tourists asking questions. Sorry, I was just getting it at the moment.
What kind of fish is that? That's great. Oh man. Cool. What would you like to do there?
ADHD, we lost him. Sorry, what was the question?
What would you like to do? Okay, it's holding up a big northern pike.
I
Not
only know that from Animal
indigenous.
Crossing.
Yeah, Caitlin knows her fish.
I do. I know all my fish from Animal Crossing. I'm glad Mom didn't play this time. Animal Crossing. I don't know, but I did draw a picture. But that's as far as I got
Yeah,
the fish market.
Yes.
love it.
But
I wonder if Rosemary's been sketching this whole time, maybe.
it's true. She does have to take a lot of notes. Her memory's not so good. She tried to do Sudoku puzzles every day, but she's just really good at numbers now, but can't remember words.
Oh yeah, that retail.
Yeah. But if any date or numbers were mentioned, she's got you. But
I'm trying to remember our moves. I'm looking at the move tab. And during
Yeah,
the
you can-
day, we just do day moves, right?
Yeah, just describe what you're doing, and
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you what you need
I
to
don't
know.
ever. That's why I don't know them. It's because I never learned them.
Yeah, you
Because I
don't really
just
need
do
to know.
stuff, and then Mark tells me what move it is.
It's a fiction first game.
Fiction first game. Yeah. I wonder what would Billy be doing.
Which one of you is the closest with ATN?
of course
Probably
we dated.
Rosemary.
But,
Yeah.
Probably
we dated a
Rosemary.
while, but I mean, we're just friends now.
Yeah, it ended on amicable terms, I thought, right? Yeah.
Just wasn't there.
Yeah, and I think
anymore.
as the crowd is starting to disperse a little bit, like he kind of sees the three of you, kind of hovering at the back and tries to catch Rosemary's eye, and like holds up a little a mugfish, like
These are my
special for
favorites.
you.
Aw.
You can
He
eat the
always still has
cheeks.
a soft spot for me.
Yeah, he still has a crush on Rosemary, but
I don't
Rosemary's
think
cool
he has
about
a
him.
chance, but I just like the fish. Pay attention. Love a good discount.
Billy, as the crowd is like still milling around, a small boy, probably I don't know, 7-ish years old, kind of like walks up to you and just stares up at you and kind of blinks. And he has one of those like the big novelty swirly lollipops, and it's kind of like sticky. And he looks up at you like he's expecting you to say something, and just says, "You have nice hair," and sticks the lollipop on your pants, and just holds it there, looking up at you, kind of, like, smiling.
I think Billy, despite having been a PE teacher, I'm discovering Billy is not great with kids. And taught high school for that reason, and that like she treated the high schoolers like adults, which was like sometimes great and sometimes not good because their brains are not done. And it's just like kind of frozen. Like usually Billy goes into like fight reaction, but like with small children, it's just like kind of frozen. It is like thank you. I curled it this morning. And it's like looking down at the lollipop and trying to get it off. It's like, do you need to find your adult person?
My ma'am says asking people questions about themselves is polite to show interest. Do you like my
you're like
lollipop?
a little salesperson. You'd like Rosemary. I don't like it.
No. There's a reason I have animals around my house.
Oh yeah, Rosemary doesn't like children either.
Yeah,
I think Ruth is the only one of us that's good at children.
Yeah, I like to watch them, but from a safe distance.
But
But the audacity, we're gonna have to get you some new pants because
yeah, these are my favorite tracksuit.
I'm gonna have to get you some.
I think Billy is gonna move over to the ice. It's just like trying to use the ice to get the lollipop, like to wash the lollipop sticky off, and it now has like ice all over herself and her pants.
What are you afraid might happen if you're unable to get yourself cleaned up and
You're gonna
unstuck
make me
from the
roll for
kid?
this.
And he's still like holding on to the
I'm
lollipop.
I'm afraid I'm gonna make it worse and make a scene and draw attention to myself.
Well, you'd have to
And-
go home and change.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll have
If it's
to.
mountain.
I'll divert from so the mission is to talk to Etienne and see the body, but I'm worried that I'm going to, divert it and have to go home or somehow like fuck things up.
Nice. I think this is a roll with composure, maybe.
God damn. What kind of composure?
Does that
do I
sound right
have?
to you?
Yeah, I've got 1 composure. I could do this.
Okay, cool.
Okay, +1.
Let's go to the dice room. So
All right.
you'll roll 2 dice and add 1.
So I'm rolling 2 of the 6-sided dice.
Yes,
So I click
2
that
6-sided dice.
twice, and
Okay,
then I
hang on
can
one
name the dice sticky situation. And then a +1, the modifier.
Yes.
I'm very confused
Cool.
which is-
11.
Yeah. So we're
Um,
now in the roll with
in
me
the
room.
share the
Yeah,
website.
this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can see there where on the right side, there's a
Mhm.
roll called sticky situation. And when it comes to turn for you to roll, we'll lead you through it too.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Sorry.
as long as it'll be, as long as I can ask questions later, I'm just trying to follow up.
Yeah, no
absolutely.
big deal.
All
I
right.
just clicked the dice that has 6 sides, the like normal looking dice twice.
Mhm. Okay. What
then I
made it a
named it.
composure? You said it was a composure roll before you started? What
Yeah.
does that mean?
So she rolled 2 dice. So you're almost always gonna be rolling 2 dice.
Okay.
And since she's like trying to keep her cool with this thing, she is using her composure ability, so she would add 1 since she has 1 in composure.
So if you wanted to like try to do stuff that Rosemary's really good at, you might do stuff that needs, actually you're good at a lot of things. Composure, which is like keeping you
Reason,
cool, reason,
personality.
which is like logic, or
Who picks them?
presence.
Hold on, I'm confused. I'll wait till when it's my turn. I'll be walk through it, but I'll
Yeah.
just follow along for now.
You kind of both pick them. So like you can kind of try to do stuff that is stuff that Rosemary would be good at. But also sometimes you'll end up in situations like Mark just put me in where I couldn't really
This is pretty
drive
much it.
Yeah.
But like
it's a
if
give and a
she
take.
wanted to like, she's like, I want to make a vitality roll instead for some reason.
Oh yeah, if I wanted to
she
like
could,
rip the lollipop off and
describe
break
how
it.
she like,
Okay, so composure
Yeah.
was just going with the flow of the situation, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
yeah.
I'm trying to define the line between like what's rules and what's like made up or created on just this game specifically. So I just didn't know if that was like a
Yeah. Basically, the flow is you just
if it was
you
just with the
tell me what
situation.
you're doing, and then we'll
Yeah.
guide you
Alright,
to the right
cool.
mechanics.
Gotcha.
It's with the situation.
Yeah.
I should have just broken a lollipop, but here we are.
That's okay.
Well, so you did great on that roll. So that means that you do the thing you were trying to do, which was get the kid off. So I think what happens is his mom, who's clearly from out of town, she has an upstate accent. You can tell, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Tyler, come here." And she like pulls him away, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I try to get him to, to try and be more friendly. He's usually very shy, but I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, let me get you some wet wipes." And she like starts dabbing at your pants, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Here, just take the whole thing." Gosh, can I buy you a fish, a coffee or something? I'm so sorry. My name's Carol. I'm so sorry. Tyler, we'll talk about this when we get home. And she like leads him away. She, "Thank you very much." And kind of
Oh,
like leads him
I
away.
thought we were getting coffee. I thought I
Oh.
just got a date.
I mean, if you want to, you can tell her to stop.
No, it's okay. That's enough excitement for Billy.
All right, and the crowd is mostly dispersed, so ATN is at your disposal.
Yeah. I wonder if Rosemary should talk to Bill Etienne.
Well, should I play it cool or should I go for just the direct kill? Like, should I ask him if he saw anything or should I flirt with him a little first?
Up to you.
I'm not good at small talk. That's why my hobby is taxidermy. I think I'm just gonna get straight to the point and ask him where he was at 2:30 p.m. yesterday.
Hi, Rosemary, so good to see you. Would you like some of this monkfish? I have something special for you. I know you like it.
Yep. Where were you at 2:30 p.m. yesterday?
2:30 p.m. yesterday. I was here at the fish market selling my fish like every day. It was just after
So
lunch,
did
I
you-
suppose. So I was feeling a little bit full.
Did you see anything out of the ordinary? Or did you just do the same old song and dance over and over again for the out-of-towners?
You know me, I like to say the same thing every day. I like to keep a regular routine. And this is why it would never worked out between you, because
Nothing
you've
special.
got some spice to you. You got some fire. I just
The
like
lady who knows what she wants.
but let's go ahead and make a meddling move for you, since you're
Yes.
directly asking some stuff. This sounds like you're doing it with presence, right? You're kind of
Yeah.
getting on him.
We have enough friendship where I don't have to butter him up as much as I usually do. We go way back and I can always count on him to shoot straight.
Awesome. So let's go to the dice roller tab, the roll with me. And your presence is 1. So you're going to click that 6-sided dice, the regular looking dice, twice. So you get 2 of them down there. And you can add 1 to your modifier by clicking the up arrow. If you like to name it interrogating ATN or whatever you like, go ahead and do that. And we'll hit the roll button and see what happens. Wow. Okay.
This is why I quit
Um,
playing Risk with Madison because
Oh
I'm a
no.
low roller.
I like that title though. Something fishy. It's a very
Something
good title for the
fishy.
role.
Wow. How many do I want to be with this?
Oh my gosh.
Right.
So
Did you ask what is this one of the ones where you asked what could go wrong?
no, this is just the meddling move. So the meddling
On a
move, the
scale
text
of
of the
1 to
meddling move
cannibalism, though.
is
Wide variety.
yeah, so the meddling move, when you search for a clue, conduct research, or otherwise gather information, describe how you're doing so, and roll with an appropriate ability. You did not do that. So that means it's time for me to make a move. So there's a bunch of things I can do. What should I do? What is appropriate badness for this? I think. um. Ooh, yeah. Let's do this. Ooh, yeah.
I didn't like that laugh.
I'm trying to think of something like
It's not usually a good sign.
super
It's
appropriate,
foreshadowing
but
something scary.
like you're not going to get killed here.
Not yet. I could have a heart attack.
Even if you get killed, you can put on a mask and we reverse it. So
Yeah.
we probably will die a few times.
Ooh, let's do this. Let me see. I can look up a name. So as you're just starting to put the question to Etienne, you hear someone behind you make a noise, and excuse me, ladies, are you done with your purchase? And he's wearing just like a black suit, black tie, and swear he has a little earpiece in, and he's wearing sunglasses, but they're up on his head, and he has just like he has like one blue eye and one green eye, and he's just like burning a hole in you. It's probably 30-ish. Are you done with your purchase, ma'am?
I'm thinking. What did I purchase? Oh, I got lost. I'm sorry. What's the bad thing that happened? There's a scare guy behind me.
Yeah.
Do I know him?
No, you don't. You've never seen him before.
I purchased. Oh, was I shoplifting?
Oh no.
Sometimes I just-
He's just he looks like he's eager to get the three of you away from Etienne.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot where we're standing. I really don't like when people are impatient with me. I turn into I don't know. I like to really stick it to them, so that makes it just want to take longer.
And he just kind of like puts his hands in his pants pockets and kind of does like the swaying back and forth thing, a little bit impatient.
I say you better watch what you're doing, or my friend Billy here is gonna beat you up.
I'm sorry?
Billy's gonna beat him up if he doesn't step back a little bit. He needs to give me some space.
Who are you saying that to?
The guy behind me that's being impatient.
Your friend Billy is going.
He's gonna take care of him. Yeah, I'm not
Which
gonna
one
throw my
is-
own. I just got my nails done, but Billy's the athlete here.
Look, and he reaches into his jacket. He puts his hand in his jacket and pulls out a business card and holds it out for you. It says, Agent Gordon Phillips, FBI. I need to talk to Mr. Beauregard here regarding some business. If you'd like to move along.
Oh, absolutely. She's instantly turned on and steps aside.
And he takes out another card and gives it to Etienne. Mr. Beauregard, Monsieur Beauregard. He's like, yeah. Like, can I speak to you inside in private, please? Of course, yeah. And he
I feel like Billy was like ready because Billy is like
But you had
people
that
up for
tension from
Rosemary
the
before.
kid. I wanted to let
Yeah.
you let it out because you couldn't beat up a small child for putting a sucker on you. So it's
Yeah,
just-
Billy doesn't beat up children, but does beat up adults for you all the time.
Yeah.
Etienne sort of like makes a grandiose gesture of, let him come in, and he walks into the fish shop, and Etienne goes in with him. And after a moment, if you're just hanging out there, you see Etienne. He kind of like looks out through the glass door with kind of like a worried face, and just turns the sign to closed and turns the lock on the door, and then he disappears inside.
Drama.
I feel like we should let Ruth do something because
Yeah, Ruth, what are you up to?
are not having much success.
Can we walk over and kind of peek in the window of the fish shop?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, so there, the fish market is on the end of that like wharf building, and it's got sort of the awning. What do you call them? The transom windows up top. So they're a good like 7-8 feet off the ground. But if you could get up to them, you could definitely see through there.
Billy, can I stand on your back?
Anytime.
Cool. So sounds like we're gonna make I think this is a little bit risky. So we'll do another day move. What is Ruth afraid that will happen if she fails at getting up safely to this window?
Break Billy's back. And fall on my head.
Nice. Cool. This is clearly going to be a vitality roll, so you'll just be rolling 2 dice straight up. So you can go in there, click the dice twice, modifier of 0, and you can name it whatever you like. Seven, nice. Step stool. Cool. So I think so on a 7, you're still going to do the thing you wanted to do. But I think if you go through with it, you are going to fall, and I'll let you choose who gets hurt, you or Billy. Would you like to go through with it?
So
I can take it.
I'll stand on her back, but I just won't be able to look in the window.
You'll be able to look in the windows, so you'll be able to do the thing that you wanted to do, but there will be a consequence.
Okay, we can go through with it, and I'll take the damage.
Awesome, cool. Cool. So I think what happens that Billy gets on, probably like gets on all fours because it's not that too high up, and you're able to get in there, and you see, you can actually see into it's not so much a like a walk-in cooler as like big rows of ice with mostly fish in them. You do see a 6-ish foot long lump that is distinctly unfishy. Clearly that is where Mr. Krause is being kept. And Agent Phillips is still got his hands in his pockets and is like kind of leaning in a little bit, not menacing. It's like he's trying to be a little bit too friendly or polite, maybe. And Etienne is you can't really make out what they're saying necessarily, but Etienne is just like half trying to like mollify him by like, oh yeah, no, I don't know anything. It must be something else, da, 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 and trying to like angle him so the agent is not facing the obvious body hidden in the ice. And you see about that much when Billy's arm gives out, and you tumble, and where do you land on your body?
Land on my right side.
Cool. So I think you'll have a not a broken arm, but like a sprained elbow. Right elbow, I guess. Cool. So this is a condition. We don't have hit points or anything because it's not the kind of game. But when things happen to you, you'll get things called conditions, and they can be whatever we want. In this case, you've sprained your elbow. So if you are doing a move that it makes sense that would impair you, you'll make it with disadvantage, which means you roll 3 dice and take the lowest 2. And conditions can be like, oh, like you got an ugly scar on your face, or you pissed someone off, or you're in a bad mood, or you're hangry, or anything. That this person doesn't trust you. So they can be anything. I forget what happens in this game once you get 3. I think it's not great. But this leads us to the other kind of move that we can do. And it's called the cozy move. So what the cozy move means, let me just read it for you. When you have an intimate moment with another maven while one of you is engaged in your cozy activity, you will stumble upon a clue. If it is your activity, I'm sorry, the other way around. Both of you can clear an appropriate condition. If it is your cozy activity, you can choose to either stumble upon a clue or ask the other maven a question about their past that they have to answer honestly. So it's always nice to, and it can be 2 of you or all 3 of you. So if you find yourself in a scene where you can engage in a cozy activity, you can that will get cleared. Cool, but yeah, you basically what you saw was Agent Phillips interviewing Etienne trying to blow him off and make sure he didn't see the body back there.
All right.
What is Billy up to after having a grown woman fall off of her?
Yeah, I think Billy's ready to go into Hulk mode, but before that is worried about Ruth.
Mhm.
And is making sure Ruth's rest is okay.
Yeah, you probably have like a little go bag with you that has like
Yeah, I bet I have like
Advil
ice
and
packs
antibiotics
and
and
stuff.
like probably like a stretchy bandage thing. What are they called?
Yeah, maybe I grabbed some of the ice that I already had. Like
Oh yeah.
I've been dabbing ice on myself, so I wonder if I like
Yeah, so you can just like
gauze up some ice on Ruth's wrist.
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what we're even trying to do here. We're trying to get information.
Yeah, you're looking for clues.
Looking for clues. Billy's good at physical stuff, so I wonder if I just like there and there.
And the yacht
Figure
is
out.
also in the bay. If you can.
Yeah.
walk
I
there
wonder if
somehow.
we should go to the yacht to go question the people.
Yeah, let's let
This scene
them.
got too hot.
Yeah, let's let the interrogation continue, and we'll go check out somewhere else.
Or should we help Etienne? Oh, I don't
I
know.
want to check out
Yeah.
the body, but
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Billy is thinking that Billy has gotten activated because Etienne is being bullied.
Mhm.
So Ruth told us what was happening probably. And Billy was like, "Oh no, not on my watch. No one bullies Etienne but Rosemary."
That's true.
So Billy just barges in. I don't know if they lock the door. Billy tries to rip the door.
The front door is locked, but
Yeah.
maybe there's another entrance.
Um,
Well, I have my cat with me. He can crawl up through
Oh
the window.
yeah.
but I'm really
That's
good at
tricks.
like I can do a wilder daring physical feat. So
Ooh,
I wonder
yeah.
if Billy gets really activated when there's bullying happening, or when Billy perceives there's bullying happening. So there might not be, but I want to rip the door off.
Okay. And bullying is not on the safety list, is it?
Oh, let
No,
me check things.
Nope,
I don't think
you're
so.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, thank
Um,
you.
Cool.
Thanks for
So
checking.
you're gonna try and just like break the door down.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
rip- Open it off of the hinges.
Do you want to roll for it, or do you want to use your Maven move?
I want to use my Maven move because so far, I think Billy has felt like a little emasculated because it was a child and is like, I'm throwing off my game. So Billy's just ready to Hulk out.
Cool. Yeah. So once per session, you can take a 12 plus. So we'll do
Oh
that.
shit, only once. Okay, well,
Yep,
yeah,
that's
let's do
okay.
it. Let's fucking do
That's
it.
a great way to do it. Smoke him if you got him. Yeah, tell me what it looks like when you blow the door off its hinges.
Yeah, I think Billy thought it was going to be unlocked. And thought that she was just going to dramatically open it and use the strength of a dramatic open, but it actually like it's kind of a flimsy door and it
Yeah.
locked, but it was more of a formality. It's like kind of like a trailer door. She just kind of ripped it off the hinges and then just drops it. Like,
Nice.
I'll pay for that, Etienne.
Does it like completely come off the hinges?
Yeah, it's just like a little
It
fiberglass
does
door.
still get their attention though.
And I think
Not
so
sneaky.
on a 12 plus, you do what you wanted, and you also get an extra benefit. And I think the extra benefit is, and this is, I mean, not just for comedy, but the extra benefit is that Agent Phillips has got, there's like a kind of an alley that runs through the middle, and Agent Phillips has gone out the rear way, and Etienne is just kind of like there, like a little bit over dramatically mopping his brow, and then you bash in, and he's like, "I'm on you! What are you doing to my door?" First the FBI comes and talks to me, and now Billy breaks down my gosh, and he goes and like picks up the door, like leans it back up against it, like falls. It like picks up a broom and like props it up with a broom. Like, and if the other two of you want to come in before he does that, great. You can definitely do that.
Oops.
Yeah. And he, like Billy is, or Etienne is just, he's still, I think he's charmed by Billy's outburst, and so he's not like mad. He's like, it's another thing to do. Okay, what was so important that you had to bust down my door for?
I thought you were in trap.
Forget the monkfish, I suppose. Here, give this to here, Rosemary. Take your monkfish. I'm sorry. Don't break anything else, please. Is there anything else I can do for you, ladies? Oh. The guy like looks over at the body. Do you want me to
Rosemary wants to take a look at the body.
maybe
Well, I
can,
was thinking I have to take one for the team and I gotta distract him while you girls get a.
Oh yeah, maybe Ruth. Might
I'll
know
try to
more about
pump him for
bodies.
information, but
I can go to
y'all-
the hardware store for a little bit, and you guys just keep an eye on the market for me. Eh?
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
And he kind of like he awkwardly like pushes around the door and then tries to lean it back in, and it's not on all the way. And he's just like and kind of grumbles off.
Don't know your strength, Billy.
Those little mini weights she's got.
Never do.
Yeah.
Always a surprise.
Cool. So you are alone in the back room of the fish market with what is presumably the body of David Krause, Albert Krause.
If it's another body.
Presumably,
What would you like to do?
Ruth, you want to check out the button?
Mhm.
yeah, I figure Ruth and Rosemary are probably better at that part. I've done my
Is there anything weird? Anything supernatural?
Not that you see yet.
got a medal.
So it's pretty obvious where the body is in the ice.
Let's go over and pull the
I did check for laceration, discoloration. Okay, we're gonna look for any signs of obvious injury.
Cool. Let's have you make a meddling move for that and see what we can do. So sounds like you're going to be using reason for that. So I think it's just 2 dice plus 1 again.
This is me.
Yeah. Oh, and no, we don't have to ask.
No modifier, right?
Plus 1 because you're using reason.
Okay. Okay, so 2 to. Oops.
Nice. That's a 10. Great. So on a 10 for the meddling move, you just do it. Great. You get a clue. Nothing bad happens.
Yay.
Yeah, so he is let's see. That's a good thing. Oh, I have the old clues checked off. Oh well. The last time we played this. That's good. So he is lying in state in the ice wreck in the fish market there. And he's wearing presumably what he was wearing when he went overboard. Fairly nice, like evening nice pair of pants. He still has his shoes on. And like there's no jacket, but he has like a nice buttoned up shirt. And you notice something in his right hand pocket. And it is not difficult to fish it out. It is a small handgun, like a 22, like a little Derringer, unloaded, but who knows what happened or why it was in his pocket. And that is your first clue. So over here on the mysteries tab, I'll put that in. Oh man, there's so many things to fill out. That overboard, I didn't do this before. This is super slick, cool. Clues, a clue. So the first clue is a
Yay, first
small
clue.
22 and
You said it's unloaded?
yeah, pocket unloaded. Cool, you have one clue. Yeah, so what do you do with this handgun that you found?
Can we check to see if it's been fired recently?
Ooh, who's gonna check?
I feel like Ruth knows the most about guns, having summer camp for
Oh,
rich
yeah.
kids.
It's an interesting summer camp.
Little skeet shooting. I don't know. I don't know what kids do.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about what you're doing with it.
I'm gonna check to see if there's any burned gunpowder in the barrel.
Oh, okay. No, there's not, because it was in the ocean.
Oh, that's true. His body was.
Makes sense.
I like that you didn't make him roll for that.
Yeah, I don't think we need to make
That
a
was
roll for that.
kind.
That's
We've been watching a lot of CSI lately. If you can't know.
nice.
Gotta check the hands for gunpowder residue, but that was in the water too. We've been binge watching CSI.
What comes next?
I don't know.
Do we feel like we've
Um,
done here? Do we want to go to the yacht or any more poking
Rosemary,
around
did-
we want to do here?
did Ginger follow you to the fish market?
Huh?
Did Ginger follow you to the
Yeah,
fish
she
market?
always comes with me because she likes the smell.
Yeah, I think she is up in one of the other ice trays, just like chewing on the belly of a trout.
Do you have a tab open with different fish in it right now
No,
that you're
I
using
know
to
what
name
Hanks
fish?
and Acadian redfish and dabs and Atlantic pollocks and haddocks are. Everyone knows dogfish and
A
bluefish
little,
and
little chart.
scump. Yeah, black sea bass.
Did we
Everyone
see
knows that.
any obvious injuries?
You don't see any, but if you'd like to inspect closer, tell me what you do. Tell me where you're looking.
Let's see. You said he's wearing a jacket.
He's not wearing a jacket, just a button-up shirt.
Can I roll him up to see if there's anything on his back?
Yeah, yeah. No, like take a shirt off or just like lift it or
Kind of lift his shirt up and see if there's anything on his back.
okay, cool. Yeah, I think this will be a meddling roll and probably with reason again, right? I think it's gonna be with disadvantage because of your elbow though. So let's go ahead and roll 3 dice. And we'll take the lowest 2 and add 1 for your reason. So a 4 and a 2 plus 1. Cool, that's a 7. That does it with a complication. What clue do you get from that? He asked. I had a good one for him. That's always fun. Yeah, let's do that one. So you don't find anything on him, but when you roll him over, you see that he is actually on top of some fish, and one of them is a cod, which was in the clue. And there's something wrong with its face, and when you take a closer look, it's actually got a rat stuffed in the fish's mouth. It's unclear. I mean, Etienne keeps a pretty clean place, so it's unclear if like it was hitchhiking on Albert and crawled in afterwards, or if someone put it there on purpose. But yeah, there's just a big chunky rat stuffed in the mouth of this fish that was underneath the body. Clue number 2.
Rosemary, you want to look at the rat?
It sounds to me like a message.
And I think the consequence.
But I do want to keep it to make
is,
some crafts out of.
As you're like kind of, I think you're all kind of like standing there marveling at the turducken fish, fish ratten. You hear from the entrance from the alley, the familiar voice of Agent Phillips going, oh yeah, I just want to, if it's okay, I just wanted to ask you one more thing, Etienne. And he like turns the corner and sees the 3 of you with the body and no Etienne around. And he takes his hands out of his pockets. Says, ladies, what's going on here? Who's that? I've never seen that kind of fish.
I think Billy's still upset at this guy
Mhm.
who was picking on Etienne, and kind of gets up in his face and is like, "Well, if you were any sort of what's I and FBI stand for it? If you were any sort of investigator, you would have discovered half the stuff we've already discovered in here, and us just ladies. So why don't you go back to your office and do your paperwork where you belong?" And it's kind of like getting up in his face and threatening him.
Cool.
Way better with adults than I am with kids, but kind of aggressive.
That sounds like you're trying to shoot him out of here. So is your intention to get him out, or to have him like not question you about the body?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're trying to like investigate in peace. Like, we are used to the sheriff getting out of our way and just letting us investigate and solve murders. And this guy is up in our business, and I want him out.
While you
Cool.
have him distracted, can I sneak the gun in my pocket?
Yeah, I mean, you can have the gun in your pocket for free. That's easy.
Oh, but
Yeah,
I
I think you're gonna earn this fight. I think just because of the circumstance you're in, this is gonna be a presence roll. I think it's gonna be with disadvantage because you're giving him a bad time, and the three of you are holding a body, and he is presumably, and I mean, one of you is holding it.
Fine,
so
get him out of my sight.
Just 3 dice straight up with disadvantage.
And disadvantage means
Roll 3 dice and take the lowest 2.
take the lowest 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Starting. Modifier. Got it. All right. Yeah, I think Billy's just not thinking straight. All right. All
cool.
4s.
That's an 8. So your intention was, I didn't do the what could be worse. Blah, blah,
Nothing
blah
bad. We die.
Yeah.
We all die and we explode.
But so I think what he's going to do is he's going to leave you alone, but he's going to come back with backup because he doesn't feel like wrestling 3 old ladies into cuffs. Would you like to choose to not do that or go through with it?
Yeah, I mean, depending on what Caitlin and Zach feel, I think I bought us some time. We probably should leave this area.
Yeah, I think we should
I
spare
think
him.
we're done here.
We're done here. We're gonna go to the yacht next anyway, or somewhere else. There's plenty of other places in town to go. We don't need to be here. We'll get out of the way.
I think like while you're kind of like giving him the lucky treatment, you're trying to fight.
Lucky is one of our chickens who
right,
wants to
yeah, sorry.
fight the air and fight anything. So
So this is in
yeah.
real life.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is one of our
Okay,
chickens.
so I like had my eyes closed. I was like, I don't remember this being in the fish market. But
No,
and
Lucky
I
is one of our
think
real life chickens.
As
Yeah.
you're doing that, he's like kind of like flustered and looking for a way to get out of this. And I think he sees Ruth pocket the pistol, and when he sees that, it's pretty clear because he's like looking over there, and he like just goes sort of like straight faced and says, puts up his hands like, "I'm sorry, ladies. I didn't mean to disturb you while you were doing whatever you're doing. You take as much time as you need here, and I'm just gonna go out the back where I came. Have a nice day." And he walks outside, and as he's walking, you can see him put his hand up to his ear. What would you like to do next?
To put Billy speed walking into.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time to speed walk. Let's speed walk out of here, ladies.
Going out the front door.
I do want to take the rat with me because it's a perfect specimen, and I hate to see it waste.
Yeah. Excellent.
I'll just set
Probably
my
really
back.
well preserved. Yeah.
Cool. So head out the front door, put it back if you want to. And you can get away from the immediate threat of arrest. What would you like to do next?
That's all we ask. We just want to get away from the immediate threat of arrest at any time. Where should we go next?
Y'all want to go talk to the kids?
Out to the yacht.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. So a ways back from the south from the wharf, sort of like southwest along the shore, is the sort of pier where like actual fishermen have their boats out there, and at the end of the pier is a small skip kind of boat, a small like 6-person boat thing that the sheriff uses or the police department uses when they need to go on the bay. And hanging out by the boat is Deputy Tony. Does anyone want to tell me what Deputy Tony looks like? It's probably younger.
I bet Rosemary knows.
It's got
Rosemary Day,
beautiful,
Tony.
it's got beautiful tan skin.
A little himbo.
Dark hair.
Great. So Tony
Um,
sees he was reading a magazine that looked like he's read it a bunch of times. It's just like some like People magazine or some trash. And when he sees you, he kind of like looks surprised and just tosses it over the side into the water.
Water.
Yeah, and kind of like straightens up and like straightens his belt and make sure his hat's on. Just like, evening, ladies. Sheriff Dalrymple said that you might be coming out here. What can I do you for?
I would like to go over to the yacht.
To the what's it called? It's called the Regal Lady. Oh, you want to go out to the Regal Lady? Yeah, Sheriff said that. Oh boy, I helped. That guy is heavy. Oh boy, that guy was heavy. You wouldn't believe. You wouldn't think like I picked up a guy before, like a live guy, and even though they're kicking and stuff, it's not so bad. But for some reason, like I don't know, like does you like pick up souls or something when you die? I don't know, because that guy was heavy. It looks like he's in good shape too, so he's not like, it's not like hauling a tuna in or anything. But it was just a solid. Anyway, man, I had to sit down for like hours after that. I couldn't do nothing. So yeah, the sheriff said you'd be coming out here, and y'all know I got some business to take care of back at the station. So yeah, sheriff said you're okay with the boat. So if you're okay with the boat, I was just staying here to make sure no one, fucking
I love
kids
it.
getting in it or anything. Some these kids, I don't know if it's locals or tourists or something, but I leave the boat for one night and someone like did a number 2 in it, and I had to clean that up. It was just, it's not like, it's not seagull or nothing. It's like human. It was not a dog. I assure you, it was a healthy human eating healthy meals, and that was a bad afternoon. I tell you what, because sometimes I like to get up and sleep late or whatever, and come out here, and by the time the sun is up, past noon or whatever, something like that is, forget about it. Anyway. It's clean now, so don't worry about it. You can get in there, and you're not going to slip on it. I mean, as far as I know, I don't know. I got it's pretty clean. So what do you need? Well, I'm gonna go. I got that business to take care of. You ladies have a good day. Can I help you at all? I'm sorry, I didn't. Is there anything I can do for you ladies?
I think we're okay.
All right. You got you have no, that's fine. All right, well then have a great afternoon, Have fun with the yacht. I hear it's beautiful. I hear it's beautiful. It's a, I mean, I mean, it's just a quarter mile. You can almost see it out there. It sticks out like a sore thumb here. You don't ever, I mean, I've never seen a boat like that in my life, and I didn't even get close to it. It's, we get the fishing boats and stuff here, and they're all nice and everything sometimes, and sometimes not so nice. You know what I mean? But that thing is, whoo, it's like a floating shopping mall or something out there. I don't know. Never seen anything like it in my life. It's amazing. Have you ever seen a yacht? I bet I bet Ruth there has seen more or share yachts, right? On the vineyard, right?
Yep. Yep.
What's your what do you got to tell me about you got to tell me, I bet wild things happen on those things, man. I can only imagine what those rich people get up to on those yachts, right? I mean, they got all sorts of,
Okay.
you have a bowling alley on those or what? I don't know. Yeah, he's just gonna like keep talking your ear off
Yeah, we
until
got
you-
it. We got to interrupt Tony. Otherwise, he's going to talk to us all day. I bet Ruth can drive a boat. Being the most
Yeah, Tony
outdoorsy of
eventually
us.
goes off, and you kind of like hear him like
I wonder
monologuing
if
to
we just
himself
kind
as
of
he goes.
move and let Ruth kind of take the wheel. We just kind of shove Tony aside. We're like, bye, Tony. Thanks, Tony.
All right, yeah, sure. I mean, he walks away. He's like, "Oh man, I hope you got that sandwich left. I left it going there. It's got the, I hope it doesn't get soggy or don't microwave it."
I love Tony.
Cool. So Ruth is going to pilot a boat. Does Ruth have experience piloting boats?
Yeah, we have boats at the camp.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's a
boat
fancy
is-
camp. They have like little yachts.
Cool. Tiny yachts. Yeah, so this is straightforward outboard motor, but nothing you haven't seen before, so it's pretty easy to get out. The water is fine. The sun is in the sky. It's a beautiful day. Seagulls flopping around, and you're able to start it up and get out there. And as you approach, it is not hard to miss. This is a big old guy. He was not kidding. He was not exaggerating, Tony, about the gaudiness and size of this yacht. And it is anchored out there. It's not going anywhere, so you can get up there quickly and easily. It's like a 20-minute boat ride, maybe, taking it easy. And you pull up, and it has a little stairway down the side and a little dock you can actually pull into. And there is a man with it's not a tuxedo because it's afternoon. It's not an animal, so he's wearing but something like a press, not like a it. Ruth probably knows, but to the rest of you, it probably looks like almost like a bellboy uniform. It's like got a nice like collar like that, very nicely tailored. An older man, gray hair, a little bit tall, and he's just has his hands clasped in front of him, waiting for you to arrive. And when you pull the boat up, he helps, grabs it in and throws a rope and handily attaches it to the little dock there for you, and then introduces himself. Says, "Hello, my name is Andrew. I work for the Krauses. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?"
Andrew. Name's Ruth. This is Rosemary and Billy.
Ruth, Rosemary, Billy, pleasure to meet you. How can I help
Howdy.
you today?
Well, we're investigating.
Oh, you're with the police. We spoke to
Mhm.
Sheriff Dalrymple already, and he sends his condolences, of course, but we have nothing more interesting to tell him. It's unfortunate. Mr. Kraus had a habit of late night drinks and strolls that do not always mix well. I'm sure the sheriff already has all the information that you need. I'm sorry, did you say you were with the police department?
Yes, we're working with the sheriff.
You're working with?
The sheriff.
Oh, yes. did he need more information from us?
Andrew, have you been working down here on it?
Working on the yacht? I mean, of course, I work for the Krauses.
Lord.
I saw your boat approaching and thought it would be in our best interest to welcome you.
Wonder if we could get Rosemary to charm him a little.
I have no idea what's
Kind of
happening.
butter him up a little bit.
Do you want us to summarize what's been happening?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My brain's starting to fade away.
Oh yeah, it's
We can
getting
take a-
late there. Y'all are
Yeah.
an hour ahead of us.
No, sorry.
We can totally take a break or stop here.
Feel myself shifting.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want to stop with
Mhm.
Andrew greeting you, and we can pick up if we want to do this again?
if I can rally if we're still going, but I'm just
That feels like a good stopping
like a
point.
10-minute
Yeah.
warning if we need to like wrap up. Like I
No,
don't want to cut
we-
off here if we need to.
Yeah, we've been
Kinda
going for 2
close it, but-
hours.
That feels
and
like
is
a good ending.
fantastic
So
point.
like, welcome
Okay.
to the boat.
I can go a little longer. I just
Yeah.
catching
No,
myself.
I'm gonna like if it was 10 here, I would be like starting the show.
Sorry,
down.
Zach wakes up at like 5:30, and then his neighbors below us have like a purge sounding alarm clock. It's like whoop whoop whoop. It goes off for an hour at 6 o'clock, from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock for an hour. It sounds like the world is ending around me. So like I'm very sleepy. I apologize. I should.
Yeah, cool,
No,
worries.
it's late there. This was a perfect amount to get through
Yeah.
in one day.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. I just like I could rally, but it's not gonna be like
There's
I'm
no need to rally.
No,
we
no.
could always
Yeah, but I
always
was-
play
I didn't
this
wanna say
more,
anything
or
'cause
we
I
could
was-
say that's the end. Yeah.
No, you're
I
always
didn't want to say anything because I was enjoying myself, but
good.
drifted.
I do that too, where I'm like, I could do 10 more minutes, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
I'm like,
been,
I can still
it's been
try
3
doing it.
hours. What happened?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No
No
worries.
worries. You don't need to be sorry.
We can do one last thing, and
Okay.
that is doing the end of session questions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, or we could do stars or wishes too.
yeah, let's do that. So first, let's do the end of session stuff. We haven't solved the mystery yet, so that one's not going to get checked.
Oh
Rosemary,
shit, I
did
forgot
you-
about these.
Did Rosemary dote on anyone?
Yes.
Remember, but I think you behaved like a woman half your age. You can check that one off. And you can give yourself a XP check there. Billy, you definitely showed something.
I think I showed someone I still got it, but I don't think I shared my wisdom with a young person, even though I had
Cool.
a clear opportunity.
Oh, right. Poor kid. Little Tyler. Cool. And then Ruth, did you secretly undermine the authority of a local official?
Not secretly
No.
to his face.
And Agent Phillips is not local. Did you show someone that you still got it? I think so.
You stepped on my back. Yeah.
Yeah, jumped through the window, driving a boat. Definitely.
Grab a
So
boat.
1 XP for everyone. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, last thing, we do a little thing called stars and wishes. We just go around and say things that we enjoyed, whether it's stuff that you did or stuff that other people did. And then wishes are things that you would like to see or maybe change next time. And I can start or someone else can start. I'll go ahead. This was a lot of fun for me. I haven't run this game in, 9 months maybe. So it was cool to
Been a
like go
while.
back to the first like the intro scenario and kind of like get a feel for how everything works again. And it's always great to see different people get into their own, like every Maven is unique. It's so it's great to see everyone like hitting their thing really hard. And y'all totally did that.
I definitely agree with that one because I've played Down Overboard before, and this game
right,
is
yeah.
totally different than like
Yeah.
a murder mystery box is scripted, and this I don't know the mystery. I don't know the murder solving because we're gonna make that part up,
Mhm.
and so it's neat to like see some things that are familiar, but like I also wanted to say another star I had is these characters. These characters are so good. Great job on those.
I didn't want to use what was the Gary again. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Tony.
Tony's fun.
Tony's fun.
I am at the
um,
Mavens. Mavens are good too.
Yeah. Any wishes?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I don't really think I have any wishes. Just get farther into it. I think it'll be more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I'd paid attention to my questions. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Mhm.
I always forget about them, and
Yeah.
they're so fun. Even if you're like gaming for them, it like makes the story really
Especially,
interesting.
yeah.
So
And you can choose new questions next time. So
that's how you
like,
get experience.
Yeah.
By getting
Yeah.
those
try different
yeses.
stuff.
I think I just need to marinate on it because I just like my imagination is not very quick. So like I have a world
Yeah.
built in my head and I just need to like think of like different ways to explore it. But I just a little information overload. But
Yeah.
I'm
it's a lot
excited
of
to like
stuff.
keep going.
It's a lot at the first game. You
Oh
get
yeah, no,
used
I'm
to
really
it.
enjoying it, and I appreciate you guys like kind of stepping it down and letting us like catch up and ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
But
this
I
is
just-
normal. This is how it was last time we played.
Yeah,
too.
and I've run this for people who have never played it before a bunch
Yeah,
of
and I
times, and
appreciate it.
it's always fun to go through and like, oh right, this is how like things go. It's so questions are
I
always
had
great.
forgotten everything. I was like, oh my
I
god, what are
know.
these moves? And then I remember that I don't actually do the moves. I just do story. And then Mark is like, that's a meddling move.
Yeah, okay.
He tells me what I'm doing.
I have no
Yeah.
idea
Okay,
the line
yeah.
between what's made up and what's the real rules, but I like the world that Mark's building, and I
Yeah,
just need
I
to
mean,
like soak in it a little bit to start coming up with. It takes me a couple drafts to like come up with exciting adventures.
yeah, and the rules
Yeah.
are super simple. I mean, they like the summary fits on one page. The full book is like the entirety of the rules is 38 pages, and that includes like details about all the Maven moves and a script for how to do the first session. Like it's really light, but it does what it's supposed to do
Oh,
really
I just
well.
found the whole page of rules.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe some like, because it takes me a while to like read and comprehend. So like
Yeah.
one day when we're not playing, I can go through and just like really like get a better feel for what's happening. But I'm excited to like to learn more and have time to like. I always read the rule books at the first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
for
you'd
sure.
enjoy the rule book. You'll like it.
Yeah, so it helps me like become more comfortable to like be creative and like try new stuff
Yeah.
once I like have a feeling for the rules. So
Yeah, I
I'm
can shoot you
excited to
the
like
full
try
rule
new.
book too. That's not a lot of good like little tips and tricks in it too. So
Yeah, no, I just say the basics, but I just need time to like to
And this
figure out
is-
what the rules are so I can move within them, but like
yeah,
expand it. It'll help me give like ideas and stuff.
Yeah. And this is the game that Jason wrote on his way to creating the game that we're playing now
Yeah.
called The Between, which is like this, but League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Like there's a
Yeah,
Dorian
Penny
Gray
Dreadful.
and a Frankenstein.
yeah.
and,
Nicole's playing a Frankenstein,
uh,
Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein. Yeah, there's like a sexy witch. So it's the same kind of format where we're like trying to solve a mystery, but we are also these like paranormal
cool.
characters. It's fun
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, super fun. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here. Hit that button.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.